Adam Lerner, and welcome to this week's Friday Flickr Photo Critique. This week we have a set from Edilberto Hilado, who lives in Los Angeles. And he's interested in photography since last year. Bought a DSLR, an Olympus, and an old 51.8, which is fantastic. And he also shoots some portraits with, with the Olympus E620 and that Zuko OM Prime black in black and white. Nice, very nice. So let's just get into Edilberto's sets right here. This one is called Throne, and I like the play on words. I like the fact that we've got this interplay between these two gentlemen over here. I think this is like, just the kind of street photography you want. You want some kind of crazy character who's got some kind of a Santa suit going on. You got somebody else who's kind of completely oblivious. Both of these gentlemen are oblivious. What could I improve about this? Well, it's a little bit left justified. It's leaning to the left. Okay, so we need to get our framing better. The shutter speed is a little bit slow, and what I'm guessing is that Edilberto maybe really took this quickly and moved his camera. You can see, I don't mind that there's a little bit of motion blur in here, okay? I think that that's really cool, but this main subject here should be a lot sharper. So you need a faster shutter speed, maybe higher ISO to nail this, and don't worry about a little bit of noise in street shots, that's cool. Minor things, cutting off the feet, whatever, doesn't bother me that big a deal, and I do dig on this bokeh back there, nice, thick, black and white. Moving on. Open for business. I guess this is a bird shop of sorts or a pet store. Get closer. That's really it. I mean, I like the idea that you've got all this information that's leading you into this person in the back. There's nothing wrong with taking a step into somebody's store, just saying, hey, do you mind if I take a photo? 90% of the time, they won't even care, or you'll be able to snap it off before they even have a chance to react. I would like to just have you be a little bit closer to the subject, but otherwise, pretty cool. Street performer. Yep, it's a street performer. I think that there's much better angles to be had of something like this. I would have liked to maybe have seen this framed against this brick wall and less of this window over here. There's no context. There's no people. It's a little bit flat for my taste, and it's a little bit fuzzy. I don't know if that's a focusing thing or just because the ISO is pushed so high. The watcher. Well, who are we talking about? The dog or the person? I think that it would have been kind of interesting if the dog were in focus right here, because this dude is kind of looking away. I think the framing on here is a little bit off. We've got these really bright, distracting reflections over here. It's just kind of a hodgepodge of things going on. We really need to rein this one in there. Again, it's a matter of getting closer, maybe going around to the side, taking a few other shots. Digital photography. Okay, I like the idea of this. Again, I think maybe a little bit of a lower angle could have really been cool. But I like the fact that you got this guy who's just kind of chilling out over there, and that kind of works. All right, staring. Well, we've got a little bit of an interaction. We've got some dude in a clothing store that's kind of checking out these two ladies. It works. I mean, night photography, it's not that easy. So, again, I think that what you've done here is you might have slowed your shutter speed down to a point. I think you just need to bump that up just a touch when you're doing this kind of stuff. 9 to 5. Yeah, I don't really know what's going on with this one. You just got a street vendor and people walking. It's a little flat. Not a whole lot going on. I mean, look, street photography is hit or miss. You can take 100 shots, and if you get one or two, sometimes that's a lot of keepers. So, you got to keep looking for stuff. You got to find those moments. And this one, to me, I just feel like there's just not a whole lot going on. And, I just wanted to say, look, I'm not trying to be overly critical or difficult or hard on Edilberto. I'm really encouraging him to continue to perfect his craft and to get closer to his subjects and really shoot a lot more frames and really kind of get better at what he's doing, because I really do think he's onto something, which is, of course, why I chose his set. Through my eyes. Again, I just feel like there's just not a whole lot of meat on the bone right here. We need some kind of an interaction or something happening right in the center here. Look, I love the whole night vibe. And I think that if doing a night series is your thing, then let's have you do a night series that really focuses on one particular type of thing, okay? Because this whole set to me is a little bit all over the place. Self too. Well, look, I don't know if this was an intended self-portrait. Obviously, when you're shooting into glass, unless you're using a polarizer, you're kind of ducking down through something that will kind of, obstruct things. It's hard to not shoot yourself. I do like the different layers of reflections in here. I think that really kind of works in a cool kind of a way. And if you like shooting reflections, just keep messing with it, man. There's so much you can do with that kind of thing. Timeless. Yeah, this one's really nice. Just some kind of guy just sitting there, hands clasped. Just, there's a reflection of him. I would have maybe liked to have seen the framing, a little bit different over here. But there's something really nice, about this kind of shot. And, I think that you're onto something here. So, Edilberto, thank you very much for your set. If any of you guys would like to send me a set, please send a set of your 10 best images. And please be sure that there's something cohesive in nature, whether it's the way they were shot, whether it's a photo story, whether it's the subject matter. I don't want to see like 10 random images, one of your cat, one of your sister, unless they're all shot in the same kind of a way. I also don't want to see 10 images of the same thing unless there's a specific photo story that's being told through that. Just a few disclaimers to go out there, but please send me that set. You can email them to adamlernerphoto@gmail.com. Leave your questions and comments below, and we'll see you soon.